The squad from the Big Ten, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Chris Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the game. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, we'll be lucky. We'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams and the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number one. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game on the toss play.
The Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Off play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Notre Dame right.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gilliam. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense lining up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Now the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. The pitch. On the move at the 30. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you can tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hayes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take... Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, look out on the right. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, they say sometimes you got to be at the right place at the right time, and that linebacker was. When that ball came free, he saw it immediately, was able to scoop it, show you the speed, and he takes it back for a long touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Cameron. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Russell out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. On the option. He'll toss it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. Picks up the first down. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Give to the running back. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
Man, the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Spillman. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell if he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Cameron. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On fourth down, looking to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. And the quarterback caught on 2 and... At the 12. The Irish generating heat from the linebacker position. A Mike Stonebreaker, Manti Te'o type play.
And when you can get linebackers that can get after the quarterback, that can be a force on first, second, and third down, get in the quarterback's face, make his life heck. Really nice job by the linebacker there.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Nowhere close on that one. He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, you take advantage.
The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. Makes the catch at the 20. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Back to throw, it's Stevens. Into the end zone. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Finished a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Drive will get underway from just inside the 35 and their own 34. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Breaks the tackle. And he was able to work his way for just a few, and that will do it for the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to run it. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. Everything in the playbook is open to him.
Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games.
He smashes his way through again. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
defensively because you're trailing by so much so late in the game. The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Firing to the right, complete. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college.
Going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
He wants to change this route. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Spillman. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking to throw, it's Stevens. Fires to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
One more play to pad the stats. Maybe a double pass. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. This is what an elite team does.